I am the Lord your God, and I have come to deliver this urgent message to you. Do not treat these words lightly, for your day is coming. Heaven has sounded the trumpet of warning, and time is moving quickly. You are standing at the threshold of change, and what you do in this moment will determine the course of your destiny. There are many who hear my voice and ignore it. They brush aside the whispers of the Spirit and continue in their own ways. But I tell you this, whoever ignores my word will miss the opportunity I have already prepared. For I do not speak without purpose, and I do not warn without reason. Your name has been written in my book, and your day of visitation is approaching. Do not doubt, do not delay, for there are blessings ready to be released, but also dangers waiting if you refuse to listen. I have called you here to this very moment so that you may understand. You are about to move. Your life will not remain as it has been. The shift has already begun in the unseen realm, and soon it will manifest before your eyes. Listen closely, my child. The words you are about to hear are not random. They are not coincidence. They are the direct voice of heaven calling you into alignment with my plan. This is not entertainment. This is divine instruction. Take it to heart. Write it upon your spirit. Speak it with your lips, and act upon it with urgency. Now, let us begin with the first revelation. My beloved, I am speaking now with a voice of urgency, for many of my children are walking blind in the midst of danger. They have grown so accustomed to the noise of this world that they no longer discern when I speak. But today, I lift my voice like the sound of many waters, so that you cannot deny it. I say to you, your day is coming. The season of waiting is coming to an end, and the hour of movement is upon you. For too long, you have felt as though you were standing still, trapped in cycles of delay, disappointment, and unanswered prayers. You have cried out to me, asking, Lord, when will my breakthrough come? When will my burden be lifted? When will I see the promise fulfilled? Hear me now. The appointed time has been written by my hand since before you were formed in your mother's womb. There is an hour fixed for your deliverance, and that hour is near. But I must warn you, many miss their appointed time because they are not watchful. They let distractions steal their focus. They allow fear to weaken their faith. They listen to the lies of the enemy, who whispers, nothing will change. God has forgotten you. Those lies are poison, designed to blind your eyes so that you do not recognize the moment of visitation when it comes. Therefore, I have sent this word to awaken you. Do not fall asleep in this hour. Do not let comfort or weariness cause you to miss the sound of my trumpet, for I am moving swiftly, and my spirit is stirring the waters around you. If you will step in with faith, you will see doors open that no man can shut. Consider this, my child. When Israel stood at the Red Sea, it seemed impossible. The waters blocked their path, and the armies of Pharaoh closed in behind them. They cried in fear, thinking all was lost. But I had already appointed that very day as the day of their deliverance. With one word, I parted the waters, and they walked into their destiny. So it is with you. The obstacles you see now are not the end. They are the stage for my miracle. The delays you have endured were not wasted. They have prepared you to witness the power of my hand. I have allowed the pressure to increase, so that when I move, there will be no doubt that it was I, the Lord your God, who rescued you. But I warn you, do not ignore this call. The enemy desires to keep you bound in fear, to whisper that tomorrow is just another day, like today. But I say, your tomorrow is marked by heaven. Your tomorrow carries a shift that the enemy cannot stop if you walk in obedience. Do not say in your heart, perhaps it will happen years from now. No, I tell you plainly, the season of movement is upon you. The Spirit of the Lord is positioning you even now for a change that will affect not only your life, but your family, your household, and generations to come. You will look back on this season and say, that was the moment when everything shifted. That was the day when heaven spoke, and I obeyed. Now hear this final word in this first warning. Prepare yourself. Prepare in prayer. Prepare in obedience. Prepare in holiness. For what is coming is holy, and you must be ready to step into it without hesitation. Do not ignore this. Do not harden your heart, for I am the Lord, and I do not speak in vain. Your day is coming, and I am calling you to be awake, alert, and ready. Write these words in your heart. I receive this warning. I will not miss my day. My child, listen carefully, for this is the warning of heaven. The sign of your change has already appeared, but many of my people are blind to it. They pray for deliverance, but they do not discern the moment when I begin to move. They ask for miracles, yet they walk past the very signs I send to guide them. Do not be like those who hear, but do not understand, who see, but do not perceive. For I am not silent. I am speaking through circumstances, through dreams, through unexpected shifts in your life. What you call coincidence is my hand. What you call chance is my divine arrangement. I tell you this truth. Before I bring a great move, I always send signs. Before the flood came, I instructed Noah to build the ark. Before Israel entered the promised land, I sent Joshua the sign of the Jordan River parting. Before the Messiah came, the prophets cried out in the wilderness. And now, before your appointed shift, I have been sending signs to you. Perhaps doors that once seemed open have now closed. Do not fear, for I am redirecting your path. Perhaps relationships that held you back have been removed. Do not mourn, for I am preparing you for new connections that align with my will. Perhaps you have felt a stirring in your spirit, an unexplainable sense that change is near. That is my spirit testifying within you. But here is the danger. Many ignore these signs. They grow comfortable in their current season and refuse to prepare for the next. They explain away my movements with natural reasoning. They dismiss my warnings as imagination, and because of their unbelief, they miss the appointed moment. Hear me, child. Do not ignore the signs I am showing you now. Pay attention to the subtle shifts. Pay attention to the restlessness you feel. Pay attention to the closed doors, the new opportunities, the divine encounters. These are not random. These are the footsteps of my plan unfolding. I am calling you to readiness. When you see the sign, respond in faith. When I whisper to your heart, act with obedience. Do not wait for comfort. Do not demand more evidence. For blessed are those who believe without seeing. If you ignore this word, the danger is great. For the enemy waits to fill the gap left by your delay. He seeks to plant doubt where I have planted faith. He seeks to keep you tied to the past when I am calling you into the future. That is why I speak urgently today. The sign has been given, and the time is short. Child, lift your eyes now. See the path I am illuminating before you. Trust the movement of my spirit, even when it defies logic. Know that I am not a man that I should lie, nor the son of man that I should change my mind. What I have spoken will come to pass. What I have promised will be fulfilled. This is the warning of heaven. Do not ignore the sign, for if you prepare your heart and walk in faith, you will enter into the day of blessing that I have appointed for you. Now I say to you, confirm this word with your mouth. Declare in faith, I will not ignore the signs of God. I will be ready for my day. If you believe this word is for you, write in the comments right now, I see the signs, Lord, and I will be ready. And if this message has touched your spirit, show your gratitude and faith by giving a super thanks of $100. This act of faith will align your heart with my promise, and I will honor those who honor me. My child, hear my voice with trembling and reverence. There is a day that I, the Lord, have appointed for you. Long before you drew your first breath, long before your name was spoken upon the earth, I wrote down the times and seasons of your life in my eternal book. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is without purpose. You have cried out to me in secret. You have asked, when, Lord? When will my prayer be answered? When will my breakthrough arrive? And I tell you now, there is an appointed day, and it is closer than you think. Just as there was a set time for Israel to leave Egypt, there is a set time for you to leave your bondage. Just as there was an appointed moment for Sarah to give birth, though her body was barren, so there is an appointed moment for your promise to come alive. Just as I raised Lazarus from the dead after 4 days, proving that I am the resurrection and the life, so I will raise what seems dead in your life in the appointed hour. Do not mistake my silence for absence. Do not confuse delay with denial. I am never late. I move in divine timing, and I declare to you today, your set time is approaching, but you must be ready. The day of visitation is a holy day. Many have missed it because they were distracted by fear, by doubt, by the pleasures of this world. When I walked among men, the Pharisees studied the scriptures but did not recognize me standing before them. Do not let that be your story. Lift your eyes, child, for the heavens are shifting on your behalf. The angels are already moving, preparing the path. What you thought was impossible is about to be revealed as the very plan I have ordained. The devil will try to convince you that nothing is changing, that tomorrow will look like today, and today looks like yesterday. But I, the Lord, tell you, a divine interruption is near. I will break cycles of despair. I will end seasons of delay. I will open doors in one moment that could not be forced open in a lifetime. You are stepping into an appointed day, a divine turning point. Soon you will say, "This was the hour the Lord had written for me. This was the moment my story changed." Now I say unto you, stand firm, walk faithfully, keep watch. The day appointed by God is not to be taken lightly. Prepare yourself in prayer, in holiness, and in expectation. For those who are ready will receive the fullness of my promise, but those who slumber will miss their moment. Do not doubt this word, for I, the Lord, have declared it. Your day is appointed, and it is near. If you receive this prophetic word, write it now in the comments. My appointed day is near, and I receive it. And if this message has stirred your faith, honor the word you have heard. Show your gratitude with a super thanks offering of $100. As you sow into this moment, you align yourself with the heavenly timing I have declared over your life. Those who honor my voice will see my hand move mightily. My child, I must reveal to you a truth that many ignore. While I am preparing to lift you into your appointed season, the enemy is also at work. He moves silently, like a serpent in the shadows, seeking to delay, to discourage, and to destroy the seed of faith within you. Do not be blind to his strategies, for the adversary rarely comes openly. He comes disguised, hiding behind distractions, disguising himself in familiar voices, using fear, weariness, and doubt to weaken your heart. He knows he cannot cancel what I have ordained, so he tries to keep you from stepping into it. Remember this, when Daniel prayed, I sent the answer at once. But the prince of Persia, a spiritual power of darkness, resisted the angel carrying Daniel's blessing for 21 days. Even then, my promise did not fail. It simply faced opposition. So it is with you now. The blessing has already been released from heaven, but the enemy is fighting to hinder its arrival in your life. This is why you have felt unusual pressure, strange resistance, and unexplainable delays. It is not that I have forgotten you. It is that the enemy fears what I am about to do for you. He knows the moment you step into my appointed season, the chains will break, your household will shift, and the testimony of your victory will silence his lies. But hear me, his plans will not prevail. I have placed my angels around you. The same way I sent Michael the archangel to assist Daniel, I am releasing angelic forces to fight on your behalf. What the enemy meant for harm, I will turn for good. What was designed to crush you will only make your testimony greater. Yet I warn you, do not give the enemy legal ground through sin, fear, or unbelief. Keep your faith strong, for faith is the shield that extinguishes his fiery darts. Guard your lips, for words of doubt invite his schemes, but words of faith unlock my power. Watch and pray, so that when he comes in silence, you will discern his presence and resist him. I remind you of my word. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy, but I have come that you may have life and have it abundantly. John 10:10. Yes, the enemy works in silence, but I am working in power. His whispers cannot silence my promises. His shadows cannot extinguish my light. His schemes cannot overthrow what I have written in my book concerning you. Be vigilant, my child. The enemy moves in silence, but I move in authority. If you stay close to me, his traps will be exposed, his plans will collapse, and his weapons will fail. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, for I, the Lord, am your defender. Trust this word. The enemy is working, but I am working greater still. If you receive this revelation, write boldly in the comments, "The enemy will not stop my blessing." And if this message has spoken to your spirit, seal it with faith. Honor my word with a super thanks of $100. This offering is not just gratitude. It is a declaration that you trust my power more than the schemes of the enemy. As you give, I will break the silent works of darkness and accelerate your appointed blessing. My child, lift your eyes, for a supernatural movement is already approaching you. What you have prayed for in secret, what you have longed for in tears, what you have thought was impossible, is now rising like a wave from heaven. You have waited, and you have endured. The silence was long and the nights felt endless. But I, the Lord your God, do not forget the cries of my children. I have been preparing behind the veil of the unseen. Now the curtain is lifting, and my hand is about to move openly on your behalf. Do not think that what is coming will be small. No, I am not a God of little measures. When I move, I shake the heavens and the earth. When I move, seas part, giants fall, chains break, and destinies shift. This is not a subtle change. This is a supernatural intervention. Remember the upper room when my disciples prayed together. They waited, and then suddenly, the Holy Spirit descended like a rushing wind. Flames of fire rested upon them, and their lives were transformed in a moment. So it will be for you. Suddenly, the power of my Spirit will break forth, and nothing in your life will remain the same. But hear my warning. You must be ready. A supernatural movement requires faith. When my Spirit moves, those who doubt will miss it, but those who believe will be caught up in it. Do not harden your heart when you see my hand. Do not say, "This is too good to be true," for I am the God who makes all things possible. The enemy will try to tell you that nothing is happening. He will whisper that the silence means failure. But I tell you this, the silence was preparation, and the stillness was the calm before the storm of blessing. My Spirit has already gone before you, and soon you will see the evidence in your home, in your finances, in your relationships, in your health. This movement is not only for you, it will overflow. When I bless you, those around you will see my glory. When I lift you, others will be drawn to the light. Your testimony will shake households, heal hearts, and awaken faith in those who had given up hope. Yes, my child, the supernatural is approaching. You will walk where others said you could not. You will receive what others said was impossible. You will see what eyes have not seen, and you will hear what ears have not heard. Prepare yourself. Pray without ceasing. Worship even in the waiting. Stand firm in faith, for the supernatural movement is not coming tomorrow. It is already on the horizon. Soon it will break forth, and you will know that I, the Lord your God, have kept my word. Tadritit, if you believe this supernatural movement is for you, write in the comments right now, "Lord, I am ready for the supernatural." And if this message has stirred your spirit, honor this word by giving a super thanks of $100. This act of faith will align you with the wave of blessing that is approaching. As you give, I will multiply, and you will step into the overflow that I have promised. My child, hear me clearly. The doors that once seemed closed are not beyond my reach. I am the one who opens, and no man can shut. and I am the one who shuts, and no man can open. For too long you have stood before locked doors, knocking, weeping, wondering if they would ever open. But now I say unto you, the season of closed doors is coming to an end. You have faced rejection, not because you were forgotten, but because I was protecting you. You have endured delay, not because you were unworthy, but because I was preparing something greater. Every door that remained closed was under my authority, for I knew that what was behind them was not meant for you. But now the hour has come. The key of David is in my hand, and I am unlocking what no enemy can block. Doors of opportunity, doors of healing, doors of restoration, doors of prosperity. They will open suddenly, and they will open wide. Do not be surprised when the same places that once rejected you begin to call for you. Do not be shocked when resources, connections, and opportunities begin to chase after you. For I, the Lord, am shifting the atmosphere around you. The doors that seemed sealed shut will open not by force, not by the strength of man, but by my Spirit. Remember Joseph. He was thrown into prison, forgotten by men, yet I had destined him for the palace. In one moment, I opened the door of confinement and ushered him into the throne room of Pharaoh. So it will be for you. What felt like a prison will become a platform. What looked like an ending will become the beginning of greatness. Child, do not fear the doors that have closed, for I was with you there. And do not doubt the doors I am opening, for I am with you now. Step through with boldness, walk with faith, for the door I am opening for you is not temporary. It is established by heaven. Take courage, for the doors that seemed closed will testify of my power in your life. If you believe God is opening doors for you, declare it in the comments. Lord, I receive the open doors you have prepared for me. And if this word has touched your heart, seal it with faith by giving a super thanks of $100. This act of gratitude and obedience will position you to walk boldly through the doors I am unlocking. As you honor my word, I will honor you with abundance. My child, I do not send you forward alone. You are not walking into your future by your own strength. For I, the Lord, have commanded my angels to go before you. They are already moving, clearing obstacles, tearing down traps, and preparing the way that I have ordained for you. Did I not say in my word, Behold, I send an angel before you to keep you in the way and to bring you into the place which I have prepared? Exodus 23:20. That promise remains true even now. You cannot see with your natural eyes all that is happening in the Spirit, but know this, my angels are at work. When danger rises against you, they are your shield. When the enemy plots against you, they are your defense. When confusion tries to cloud your path, they bring clarity. Even in the night, while you sleep, they stand guard around you and your household. The angel I have sent goes before you not only to protect, but to establish. He prepares opportunities. He aligns divine encounters. He positions resources in the right place at the right time. You will walk into rooms where the atmosphere has already been prepared. You will step into conversations that were arranged by heaven. You will receive provision that was placed ahead of you long before you asked. Do not fear the unknown, for the angel who goes before you has already walked the road. Do not tremble at the threats of the enemy, for my heavenly armies outnumber and overpower the hosts of darkness. Remember Elisha's servant, who trembled when he saw the enemy surrounding the city. Yet when his eyes were opened, he saw the mountain filled with horses and chariots of fire. So it is with you. You are surrounded by greater forces than those that oppose you. But I tell you this warning, walk in obedience. Do not grieve the presence of my angel through disobedience or rebellion. As long as you walk in faith and holiness, his protection and guidance will remain upon you. Stay under the covering of my word, and you will walk securely. You are not alone, my child. The angel who goes before you is a sign of my covenant with you. Trust in this. Every step you take in faith is already secured by the power of heaven. If you receive this word, write in the comments, The angel of the Lord goes before me. And if this message has stirred your spirit, honor the presence of the Lord with a super thanks of $100. As you give, you are declaring your trust that heaven is preparing your path. I will bless those who sow in faith, for what you release in obedience will return multiplied. My beloved child, listen carefully, for this word carries a weight of destiny. For too long, you have lived with empty hands, working hard, sowing tears, waiting with faith, yet not holding in your hands the fullness of what I promised. But I, the Lord, declare to you today, the blessing that has been stored up is about to be transferred into your hand. This is not a distant promise. This is not a vague hope. This is a divine decree. For I am the God who stores up inheritance for his children. I am the God who keeps treasures hidden for the appointed time. And I tell you now, the transfer has begun. Do you not remember my word in Proverbs 13:22? The wealth of the sinner is laid up for the righteous. Yes, even that which was in the hands of the wicked, even that which the enemy thought belonged to him, is being released into your possession. For I, the Lord, am shifting resources, opportunities, and blessings from the hands of those who misuse them into the hands of my faithful ones. You have wondered why you faced seasons of lack. You have asked, Lord, why have I struggled so long? My child, it was not because I abandoned you. It was because I was preparing you. Had I released this blessing earlier, it would have slipped through your fingers. You were not ready to carry the weight of it. But now, after trials, after testing, after tears, your hands are ready to receive and steward what I am giving. This transfer will not be hidden. It will be visible, undeniable, and supernatural. The same way I caused the Israelites to leave Egypt not empty-handed, but carrying silver, gold, and fine garments from their oppressor, so I will cause you to leave your season of bondage with more than enough. What was meant to oppress you will become the very stage for your blessing. Child, prepare yourself, for blessings are about to manifest in unexpected ways. Some of you will see financial provision appear suddenly, debts canceled, unexpected income released, opportunities unlocked. Others will see relational blessing, estranged family members returning, broken marriages restored, children coming back to faith. Still others will see spiritual blessing, an increase in anointing, visions, dreams, prophetic insight, and divine authority. This transfer is not limited to one area of your life. It will overflow, because I am the God of abundance. I do not give barely enough. I am El Shaddai, the all-sufficient one. When I multiply, there are 12 baskets left over. When I pour, it runs over, pressed down, shaken together. But I give you a warning. Do not cling to fear when the blessing arrives. Many cry out for abundance, but when I deliver it, they doubt whether it is truly mine. Do not question the miracle I am about to perform. Receive it with gratitude, steward it with faith, and use it to glorify my name. And remember this, the blessing I place in your hands is not only for you, it is a testimony to others. It is provision for your household, yes, but it is also seed for generations. It is a witness that I am faithful. Do not hoard it. Do not hide it. Shine with it, for your blessing will draw others into my presence. I have seen your faithfulness in the little. Now I will trust you with much. I have seen your endurance in the valley. Now I will place you upon the mountain. I have seen your tears in secret. Now I will place joy in your hands for all to see. This is the transfer of heaven. This is the shift of seasons. This is the blessing that will move from promise into possession. And I say to you with authority, get ready, for soon your hands will no longer be empty. Lift your hands before me now, as if you are receiving. Declare aloud, Lord, I receive the blessing you are transferring into my hands. Speak it with faith, and it shall be so. Child, confirm this prophetic word in the comments. Write it boldly so that all of heaven bears witness. The blessing is being transferred into my hands, and if you believe this word is for you, act in faith and gratitude. Give a super thanks of $100. This act of obedience is not a purchase of blessing, but a declaration that you trust me to place into your hands what no man can take away. As you release with faith, I will release into your hands what has been held back for years. My beloved child, hear this with reverence, for this word is not only for you but for your entire household. For generations, your family has been under patterns, cycles of hardship, division, sickness, and struggle. Some of these patterns you have seen clearly, others you have only felt deep within your spirit. But I, the Lord your God, declare this day, a spiritual turning point has arrived for your family. Yes, the enemy has worked tirelessly to break apart the foundation of families. He knows that if he can destroy the home, he can weaken the faith of generations. He has planted seeds of conflict, fueled anger, stirred resentment, and whispered lies to turn hearts cold against one another. He has attacked marriages with division, children with rebellion, and parents with weariness. But I am the God who restores what is broken. I am the one who turns the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to the fathers. I am the God who heals, delivers, and sets households free. And I declare to you now, your family is about to experience a divine shift. Do not believe the lie that this is just the way things are. No, I am breaking generational curses that have lingered over your bloodline. Addictions that have bound your family for decades will lose their grip. Patterns of poverty, sickness, and oppression that seem to pass from one generation to another will be destroyed. For I am the God who says in Isaiah 10:27, "The yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing." This turning point will not be subtle. It will be visible. You will see conversations shift. You will see hearts soften. You will see reconciliation where there was only bitterness. Children who have wandered from the faith will begin to hear my voice calling them back. Spouses who have grown cold will feel the warmth of my spirit reigniting their love. Siblings who have not spoken will be reunited. Parents who have been weary will find new strength. But hear this truth: the turning point begins with you. You are the one I have chosen to stand in the gap for your household. You have prayed when others gave up. You have fasted when others were distracted. You have wept in secret for the salvation and restoration of your family. And I have heard every cry. I have seen every tear. They were not wasted. They were seeds. And now the harvest is coming. Like Joshua, I call you to declare, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Your declaration will be the doorway for my spirit to move. Your faith will become the anchor that steadies your household in this season of shaking. Do not be surprised if the enemy tries to intensify his attacks in these days, for he knows what is coming. He senses the shift and fears the breakthrough. But do not fear him, for greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. I have dispatched angels around your home. Even now, they are standing guard at your doorposts. The blood of the Lamb covers your family, and no plague, no curse, no weapon will prevail against them. This turning point will also bring blessing upon blessing. Where there was financial lack, I will bring provision. Where there was division, I will bring unity. Where there was despair, I will bring joy. Your family will not only be healed, they will become a testimony. Neighbors, friends, and even those who mocked you will look and say, "Surely the Lord has done this thing." But I ask you to act in faith. Begin to speak life over your family. Stop repeating the words of despair that the enemy wants you to say. Speak what I say. Declare, "My family is blessed. My household is restored. My children will walk in the ways of the Lord. My marriage is covered by the blood of Jesus. My lineage is marked for greatness." Do not wait for circumstances to change. Speak change into existence. For death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Speak life over your household, and you will see it manifest. Child, believe me when I say this. What I am about to do in your family will ripple into future generations. The chains that break now will remain broken. The curses that end now will remain destroyed. Your children and your children's children will walk in the blessing of this turning point. You have longed for a day when peace would fill your home. That day is near. You have prayed for a time when joy would return to your household. That time has come. This is not only your turning point, it is your family's turning point. Receive it, declare it, walk in it. TD. If you believe this prophetic word for your family, I command you now to write it boldly in the comments. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Do not be silent. Let this declaration echo in heaven and on earth. And if this word has pierced your heart, seal it with an act of faith. Honor this prophecy with a super thanks of $100. This offering is not a transaction. It is a prophetic seed saying, Lord, I trust you with my family. I sow into the restoration of my household. As you give, watch how I, the Lord, begin to move swiftly in your home. My child, hear the voice of your Father. The trial that has weighed so heavily upon you is nearing its end. You have walked through fire. You have endured storms. You have carried burdens that no one else has truly understood. At times you questioned if you would survive. At times you whispered through your tears, Lord, how much longer? Lord, will this ever end? And I, the Lord, say to you now, yes, the trial is ending. Yes, the season of affliction is closing. Yes, the night is nearly over, and the dawn is rising before your eyes. Do you not remember my word? Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 35. You have wept many nights. You have endured long seasons of struggle. But I, the Lord your God, declare that joy is coming. Not a temporary relief, not a fragile comfort, but a joy that cannot be taken away. The trial was not to destroy you, it was to refine you. I allowed the fire, but only so it would purify, not consume. I allowed the storm, but only so it would strengthen, not drown you. I allowed the pressure, but only so it would reveal what I placed within you. Like gold purified in the furnace, you are emerging stronger, brighter, and more prepared for the destiny I have written for you. I know you do not yet see the full picture. You look at the ashes of what was lost, the scars of battles fought, and you wonder, Lord, what was the purpose of all this? But I tell you now, every tear you cried watered a seed of blessing. Every burden you carried built a weight of glory. Every trial you endured shaped your spirit to walk in the anointing I am releasing over you. Look at Job. The enemy thought to destroy him, stripping away his wealth, his health, and his family. Yet even in the ashes, Job did not curse my name. And in the end, I restored him double for all he lost. So it will be for you. For what the enemy meant for evil, I have turned for good. And what was stolen from you, I will return in greater measure. This is why the enemy fought you so fiercely. He saw the blessing on the other side of this trial. He tried to break you before you reached it. He tried to silence your prayers, to drown out your hope, to convince you that I had abandoned you. But I never left you. I was with you in the fire, like I was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I was with you in the lion's den, like I was with Daniel. I was with you in the valley of the shadow of death, and I have carried you into the dawn of deliverance. Hear me clearly. This trial has an expiration date, and it is almost finished. Do not give up now, when you are so close to breakthrough. The enemy wants you to quit on the last lap, but I, the Lord, say run with endurance. Keep pressing forward, for soon you will look back and say, the Lord has brought me out. The Lord has delivered me. The Lord has restored my soul. And when this trial ends, I will not simply leave you where you were. No, I will elevate you. I will lift you higher than before. For every year the locusts devoured, I will repay. For every opportunity lost, I will release greater opportunities. For every season of lack, I will pour out abundance. Your latter days will be greater than your former days. Do not despise the trial, for it has been the soil of your testimony. Soon you will speak of it not with pain, but with victory. You will declare to others, if God delivered me, He can deliver you. And many will come to me because of your story. Child, do not let despair have the last word. I have the last word. And my word to you is this: your trial is coming to an end. Your season of suffering is closing. Your breakthrough is near. Take courage. Lift your head. Wipe your tears, for the dawn is breaking and joy is coming. If this word is for you, do not be silent. Write in the comments right now as a declaration of faith: my trial is ending and my joy is coming. Let heaven and earth see your faith in writing. And if this message has spoken to your soul, seal it with faith. Give a super thanks of $100 as a prophetic act. This is your declaration: Lord, I believe my season of suffering is closing, and I step into my season of joy. As you sow, I will open the floodgates of heaven, and you will see restoration that exceeds your expectation. My child, listen carefully, for I, the Lord your God, am calling you into a deeper place of obedience. Many desire my blessing, many long for my promises, many cry out for miracles, yet few are willing to walk in the path of obedience that unlocks the fullness of my power. Do you not remember my word? To obey is better than sacrifice. 1 Samuel 15:22. Obedience is not simply an action. It is the posture of your heart. It is the sign that you trust me completely, even when you do not understand. It is the evidence of faith, the key that opens the door to the supernatural. For too long, many of my children have delayed their breakthroughs because of partial obedience. They pray for change, but when I whisper instructions, they hesitate. They ask for blessings, but when I give direction, they resist. They want the reward without the responsibility, the promise without the process. But I tell you now, the hour has come for full obedience. Child, I am not calling you to obey out of fear, but out of love. For my commands are not burdensome. They are the pathway to freedom. When I ask you to release something, it is only because I want to place something greater in your hands. When I ask you to step away from a place, a person, or a habit, it is only because I have prepared something higher, holier, and more abundant for you. Consider Abraham, who was called to sacrifice his only son, Isaac. To human eyes, my command seemed unbearable, impossible. Yet Abraham obeyed without delay, and because of his obedience, I released a blessing that reached generations. Because you have obeyed my voice, I will bless you and multiply your descendants as the stars of heaven. Genesis 22:18. So it is with you. Your obedience today carries blessings that will flow into the lives of your children and your children's children. Hear me well. Obedience is not about comfort. It is about covenant. I am asking you to walk in alignment with my spirit, even when it costs. Obedience may cost you friendships. It may cost you opportunities. It may cost you comfort. But the reward of obedience is eternal. For what you release in obedience, I will return multiplied. Child, do not think you can live in disobedience and still expect the fullness of my promises. Many try to live with divided hearts, trying to serve both the world and me. But I have spoken plainly. No man can serve two masters. You must choose this day whom you will serve. Will you obey your fears, your desires, your flesh, or will you obey my voice? I am calling you to radical obedience in this hour. Not tomorrow, not later, now. For time is short, and your appointed blessing is near. If you delay obedience, you delay the blessing. If you resist obedience, you resist the very hand of favor you are asking me for. I tell you this in love. Obedience is not about perfection. It is about surrender. I am not asking you to never make mistakes. I am asking you to yield your heart fully to me. When I nudge your spirit, follow me. When I convict you of sin, repent quickly. When I open a door, step through it without fear. When I call you to give, give generously. When I tell you to speak, speak boldly. Do not fear the path of obedience, for I will not call you to where my grace cannot keep you. I will not demand what I have not already provided for. Every command I give is followed by the strength to fulfill it. For I am your helper, and I will walk with you in every step. The enemy will whisper, obedience is too hard. The cost is too high. But I tell you this, The cost of disobedience is far greater. Disobedience leads to delay, to sorrow, to missed opportunities. Obedience leads to joy, to peace, to miracles. This is the hour, my child. The heavens are open. The angels are moving. The blessings are prepared, but obedience is the key that will unlock the door. Do not miss your moment by clinging to your own way. Surrender, yield, trust, and watch what I will do. I am calling you to obedience not for my sake, but for yours. For in obedience, you will discover freedom. In obedience, you will see miracles. In obedience, you will step into the life I wrote for you before the foundation of the world. Now, my child, respond in faith. Write it boldly in the comments as a declaration of surrender. Lord, I choose obedience. I will follow your voice. Do not hesitate. Let this be your covenant, your written declaration before heaven and earth. And if this word has touched your heart, honor it with action. Give a super thanks of $100 as a step of obedience and faith. This is not simply giving. It is aligning yourself with my call. As you obey, I will release favor, breakthrough, and blessing that no man can take from you. My child, hear my voice. Nothing you have done in faith has gone unnoticed. The heavens have witnessed every prayer, every tear, every act of obedience, every seed you have sown, every sacrifice you have made in silence. Though others may not see, though the world may not recognize, I, the Lord, have seen it all, and the courts of heaven have recorded it. Faith is the currency of heaven. It is what moves my hand. Without faith, it is impossible to please me. But with faith, even as small as a mustard seed, mountains move, rivers part, and the impossible becomes reality. You have wondered, Lord, do you see me? Do you hear me? Do you notice the faith I've been holding on to when everything around me tells me to give up? And I tell you now, yes, I see. Yes, I hear. Yes, the heavens bear witness. Remember Abraham, who believed though he had no child. Remember Noah, who built the ark when there was no rain. Remember Hannah, who prayed year after year for a son. Remember the widow, who gave her last 2 coins. All of them were seen, all of them were remembered, and all of them were rewarded. So it shall be with you. Your faith has been tested, refined like fire. You believed when others doubted you. You kept walking when others told you to stop. You kept praying when others mocked your persistence. You kept sowing when it seemed nothing was growing. And though you could not see the evidence, you held on to the word I gave you. That faith has been seen in heaven, and it has touched my heart. I tell you this, faith is never wasted. Even the smallest step you have taken in faith has moved you closer to destiny. Even the smallest declaration you have spoken has shifted things in the spirit. Even the smallest seed you sowed in obedience has multiplied in unseen places. Nothing in faith is lost. Now the heavens are preparing to reward you. For I am a God who honors faith. I am not unjust to forget your labor of love. I am not blind to your sacrifices. I am not deaf to your prayers. What you thought was hidden has been seen by the throne of heaven. The angels themselves have witnessed your faith. They have carried your prayers before me. They have watched you worship in the middle of storms. They have seen you refuse to bow to despair. And because of that, they are now preparing to bring answers, breakthroughs, and blessings into your life. Child, hear this truth. The heavens are not neutral. They are not silent spectators. They respond to faith. And your faith has been like incense rising before my throne, a fragrance I cannot ignore. This is why the enemy has fought you so fiercely. He knows that your faith is powerful. He knows that if you continue to believe, nothing will be impossible for you. He has tried to weaken your faith with delays, with disappointment, with discouragement. But though you were shaken, you were not destroyed. Though you were pressed, you were not crushed. Though you were struck, you were not abandoned. You stood, and your faith held. Now I, the Lord, say, it is time for the reward of your faith. It is time for the harvest. It is time for the breakthrough that your faith has prepared. Do not waver now. Do not shrink back. Do not let weariness rob you at the edge of promise. Stand firm, for heaven is already moving on your behalf. Soon you will see the evidence in your life, in your family, in your finances, in your health. The heavens have witnessed your faith, and now the earth will witness my reward. Lift your head, child. Do not walk with shame, thinking your faith was foolish. Faith is never foolish when it is placed in me. Soon, those who mocked will be silenced, and those who doubted you will see my glory. For I reward those who diligently seek me, and your reward is at the door. If this word speaks to your heart, declare it boldly in the comments. Heaven has seen my faith, and I will see my reward. Let this be your prophetic decree. Do not keep silent. Write it as a testimony that you believe. And if your spirit has been stirred, seal this word with action. Give a super thanks of $100 as an act of faith. This is more than a gift. It is your declaration to heaven. Lord, I believe you have seen my faith, and I trust you for the reward. As you release in faith, I will release in abundance. My child, hear the word of the Lord. Your season of sowing in tears is turning into a season of reaping with joy. I have seen your faithfulness. I have seen you worship when your heart was heavy. I have seen you give when your hands were empty. I have seen you serve others even when your own soul was weary. And I, the Lord your God, declare this day, the harvest of your faithfulness is coming. Do not think that your prayers have been forgotten. Do not believe the lie that your labor was in vain. For every seed of obedience, every moment of sacrifice, every act of kindness, every tear shed in prayer has been planted in the soil of eternity. And now, the rain of my Spirit is falling upon it, and the harvest is rising. I am not unjust, child. I do not overlook the hidden things. When you prayed for others in secret, I saw it. When you gave generously, though no one noticed, I recorded it. When you chose righteousness over compromise, I took note. Heaven remembers, and I am the God who rewards openly what is done faithfully in the unseen. You have walked through long seasons where it seemed nothing was changing. You sowed, but you did not see fruit. You prayed, but the answer seemed delayed. You obeyed, but the reward seemed distant. But I tell you this, the waiting was not wasted. The delay was not denial. It was preparation. For the harvest of faithfulness is not small, nor is it fragile. It is abundant, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And it comes not by the strength of your hand, but by the power of mine. I am the Lord of the harvest, and I am sending forth the reaping now. Do you not remember Galatians 6:9? Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not faint. You did not faint. You kept pressing. You held fast. You did not allow the enemy to choke out your faith. And now your due season has arrived. Child, you have sown in tears, but you will reap in joy. You have sown in sacrifice, but you will reap in abundance. You have sown in hiddenness, but you will reap in visibility. For what was done in the secret place is about to be shouted from the mountaintops. Your faithfulness has been a fragrance before my throne. It has been a sweet offering to me. And now, like a farmer who sees his field turn green after the rains, you will watch as blessings spring forth all around you. This harvest will not be limited to one area of your life. It will touch your family, your finances, your health, your relationships, your calling. Where the enemy tried to bring barrenness, I will bring fruitfulness. Where he tried to bring emptiness, I will bring overflow. Where he tried to bring despair, I will bring songs of joy. Do not be surprised when doors begin to open. Do not be shocked when opportunities begin to chase you. Do not be amazed when provision comes from unexpected places. This is the harvest of your faithfulness. It will not come from man, it will come from me. For I am the God who repays, the God who restores, the God who multiplies. But hear me well, this harvest is not just for you to consume. I bless you so that you may be a blessing. The overflow is not to be hoarded, but to be poured out. As I place more in your hands, Use it to lift others, to feed the hungry, to comfort the broken, to spread my light. For the more you release, the more I will multiply. Child, do not let weariness steal this moment. You are closer than you think. Do not look back, and do not slow down. Keep pressing forward. Keep speaking faith. Keep walking in obedience, for the harvest is here. You will say, "The Lord has been faithful to me." You will testify, "Not one promise has failed." And those around you will see the evidence of my goodness in your life and know that I am the living God. This is the hour of reaping. This is the time of reward. This is the season of overflow. Lift your hands and receive it, for the harvest of your faithfulness has come. If you believe this word, declare it in faith in the comments. I receive the harvest of my faithfulness. Let heaven and earth record your declaration. And if this word has confirmed what God is speaking to your spirit, honor it. Give a super thanks of $100 as a prophetic seed. This is your act of gratitude, saying, "Lord, I receive the harvest. I thank you for rewarding my faithfulness. As you release in faith, I will multiply your harvest beyond what you could imagine." My beloved child, hear the voice of your Father. The story I am writing in your life is not for you alone. What I am about to do will not remain hidden. It will become a testimony that impacts multitudes. You have walked through valleys, endured storms, and survived battles that should have destroyed you. You have faced ridicule, misunderstanding, rejection, and pain. Many looked at you and thought your story was over. Many whispered that you would not recover, that you would not rise again. But I, the Lord your God, have preserved you for such a time as this. I did not allow the fire to consume you. I did not allow the waters to drown you. I did not allow the enemy's schemes to succeed. Why? Because your testimony was not finished. Because your voice will carry my glory. Because your life will be a living witness of my power. Do you not know that the trials you endured were not wasted? Every battle you fought, every tear you shed, every prayer you whispered in the dark was shaping a testimony so powerful that it will pierce the hearts of others, awaken their faith, and draw them closer to me. When I delivered Israel from Egypt, it was not only for their freedom, it was for the testimony that would echo through the nations. The Lord brought his people out with a mighty hand. When I delivered Daniel from the lion's den, it was not only for his safety, it was for the testimony that even kings would declare, "The God of Daniel is the living God, and his kingdom endures forever." So it will be with you. The testimony of your deliverance, your restoration, your breakthrough will not only bless your household, it will impact many. Those who doubted you will see. Those who mocked you will bow their heads in silence. And those who were hopeless will find hope again because of what I did in your life. Child, do not be ashamed of your scars, for your scars will tell the story of survival. Do not hide the pain you endured, for that pain will be the doorway to someone else's healing. Do not fear to speak of your weakness, for it is in your weakness that my strength is made perfect. The enemy wanted your story to end in shame, but I will make it end in glory. The enemy wanted your past to destroy you, but I will use your past as the stage for my power. The enemy wanted your pain to silence you, but I will make your testimony a trumpet that cannot be ignored. This is why the attacks against you were so intense. The enemy feared not only your breakthrough, but the sound of your testimony. For he knows that when you rise and declare my works, chains will break off others. He knows that when you speak of my deliverance, faith will ignite in many hearts. He knows that your testimony will snatch souls out of his grip. And I, the Lord, say to you, I will not waste your story. Every detail, every chapter, every trial will be woven together into a testimony that glorifies my name. What was once your greatest pain will become your greatest platform. What was once your heaviest burden will become your greatest breakthrough. Do not fear speaking your testimony, child, for it is written, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. Revelation 12:11. Your testimony carries power. It carries authority. It carries light. And when you share it, multitudes will be touched. Families will be healed. Marriages will be restored. The broken will rise again. The hopeless will find hope. The lost will find salvation. You are not just being blessed for your own sake. You are being blessed for the sake of many. You are being raised up so that others will see what I can do. You are being restored so that others will believe that I am still the God of miracles. Soon, your voice will say, "Look at what the Lord has done." And when you speak it, many will respond, "If He did it for you, He can do it for me." That is the power of your testimony. That is why I have preserved you, strengthened you, and lifted you. Child, rejoice, for your testimony will impact multitudes, and your story will be told not with sorrow, but with victory. If you believe this word is for you, declare it in the comments right now. My testimony will glorify God and impact multitudes. Write it boldly. Let your declaration be the beginning of the testimony that heaven is writing through you. And if this word has touched your spirit, honor it with faith. Give a super thanks of $100 as a prophetic act. This is your declaration. Lord, I believe my testimony will bring glory to you and hope to others. As you release with faith, I will release a testimony in your life so powerful that no one will be able to deny that I am with you. My beloved child, this is the final word, the last trumpet of this message. Prepare to move. You have waited long enough. You have prayed long enough. You have endured long enough. Now the heavens are shifting. The angels are moving, and my spirit is stirring the waters around you. This is the hour for movement. This is the time to rise. This is the season to step forward into the destiny I have written for you. Do not linger at the edge of promise. Do not remain camped in the wilderness when the river Jordan is before you. For just as I told my servant Joshua, arise, go over this Jordan, you and all this people, into the land which I am giving to them. So I tell you now, arise, for it is time to cross into what I have prepared. You have lived too long in delay. You have stood too long before closed doors. You have prayed at the threshold of your breakthrough without stepping in. But now, I, the Lord, am saying, move, step forward, obey without hesitation. For the land is before you, the promise is before you, the blessing is before you. But hear me carefully, child. Movement requires faith. If you wait until everything looks perfect, you will never move. If you wait until the waters part before you take a step, you will stand still forever. Do you not remember? When the priests carrying the ark stepped into the Jordan, only then did the waters part. Their feet of faith unlocked the miracle. So it will be with you. The miracle you are waiting for will not happen while you stand still. It will happen when you move forward in obedience. The enemy will whisper fear. He will say, "Stay where you are. Do not risk it. Nothing will change." But I, the Lord, declare, the risk is not in moving. The risk is in staying behind. For the place you are in now is not your home. The season you are in now is not your destiny. If you remain where you are, you will wither. If you step forward, you will flourish. Prepare to move out of fear into faith. Prepare to move out of lack into abundance. Prepare to move out of sickness into health. Prepare to move out of bondage into freedom. Prepare to move out of sorrow into joy. Prepare to move out of hiddenness into visibility. Prepare to move out of barrenness into fruitfulness. This movement will not be only for you. It will be for your family, your children, your children's children. When you move in faith, you carry generations with you. Just as Abraham's obedience blessed his descendants, your obedience now will open the gates of blessing for your lineage. Do not say, "I am not ready," for I, the Lord, have already prepared you. The trials you faced were your training. The storms you survived were your strengthening. The waiting you endured was your refining. You are ready because I have made you ready. Do not say, "I do not have the resources," for I am your provision. As I provided manna in the wilderness, as I sent water from the rock, As I multiplied loaves and fish, so I will provide for you as you move. Provision will meet you on the path of obedience. Do not say, I am afraid of the unknown, for nothing is unknown to me. I go before you. I send my angel ahead of you. I prepare the way where there is no way. The unknown to you is already written in my book. You are not stepping into uncertainty. You are stepping into my plan. Child, hear this last order clearly. Prepare yourself. Prepare your mind with my word. Prepare your heart with prayer. Prepare your hands with readiness. Prepare your lips with faith. For when the moment comes to step, there must be no hesitation. I have given you warnings. I have given you signs. I have given you promises. And now I give you this final command. Move. Do not look back. Do not cling to the past. Do not delay another day. The heavens are open. The earth is groaning. The Spirit is stirring. The time is now. I, the Lord your God, have spoken. And what I speak will not return void. Prepare to move, for the day has come. Now, my child, respond with faith. Write it boldly in the comments as your declaration before heaven. I am prepared to move into my destiny. Do not leave this moment without sealing it with your words. And if this word has confirmed what I am speaking to your spirit, honor it with faith. Give a super thanks of $100 as a prophetic act. This is your covenant saying, Lord, I am ready. I will not stay behind. I step into my promise. As you release with faith, I will release acceleration. Doors will open quickly, and you will walk into the new season I have prepared. My beloved child, you have heard my voice through every word of this message. From the first warning to the final command, I have spoken to prepare you, to awaken you, to strengthen you, and to position you for what is about to come. This is not a coincidence. This is not chance. This is not just another message. This was my urgent notice from heaven, spoken directly to you. I told you that your day is coming. I revealed to you that signs are already before you. I declared that your appointed hour has been written since before you were born. I warned you of the enemy's silent schemes. I announced that a supernatural movement is approaching. I showed you that doors once closed are now opening. I promised you that my angel goes before you. I declared that blessings will be transferred into your hands. I decreed a turning point for your family. I told you the trial is ending. I called you to obedience. I reminded you that the heavens are witnessing your faith. I confirmed that a harvest is coming. I proclaimed that your testimony will impact multitudes. And finally, I commanded you, prepare to move. Now I seal it all with this blessing. You shall walk in my favor. You shall see doors open that no man can shut. You shall rise where the enemy tried to bring you down. You shall hold in your hands the promises that once seemed distant. Your family shall be covered by my presence. Your faith shall be rewarded before all. Your testimony shall shake the lives of many, and your destiny shall be fulfilled. This is the word of the Lord, and it will not return void. Child, do not let these words pass by like the wind. Take them, declare them, act upon them. For you stand at the edge of destiny, and heaven is ready to release what you have been waiting for. Now it is your turn to respond. Write in the comments with bold faith, I received this word, and I am ready to move into my destiny. Let this be your declaration before heaven. And if this message has touched your heart, seal it now with action. Give a super thanks of $100 as a prophetic offering. This is not just a gift, it is your covenant with this word. As you release it in faith, I will release speed, acceleration, and breakthrough in your life. Share this word with others so they too may be blessed. Do not keep the light hidden. Let it shine. For I, the Lord your God, have spoken, and I will surely bring it to pass.